no, sa atong daily stuff na ginabuhat ba, kay possible hindi ta ma-expose sa mga harmful substances or chemicals na pwede makasira sa atong hormonal system.
Bitaw, like, I've been using this body mist for years now. Tapos wala ko ba lang medicine palettes.
What's the term again? Like endocrine disruptors,
Yeah.
no? I thought like sa science class na siya. Although unaware ta before, like abundant na siya sa environment.
Exactly. So, na mga misconception, no? Like, sa laboratory activities lang na to siya ma-encounter. Pero, the truth is, na siya sa atong everyday na life. Like, for example, sa imong body mist, sa akong shampoo na ginagamit, sa akong toothpaste, and even sa toys sa mga kids, which is very, very alarming yun siya.
Kasi na ba yung dioxins, like kanang mga kasunod galing mga basura or kung mga industrial emissions, dili ko natin sila ganang good, pero mapektuhan ko yun.
Oh, so this topic is low-key getting interesting. Gid I know like nakaingon ta ba like how did we let this happen ana?
Ay, hello, the camera's rolling naman the eye, so let's continue this chica in this section.
And today's topic is something most people probably don't think about while brushing their teeth or eating leftovers. We're talking about endocrine disruptors, specifically phthalates and dioxins. Okay, don't panic at the big science word. Endocrine disruptors are just chemicals that mess with your hormones. Basically, the body's internal messaging system.
Hormones control your mood, energy, sleep, metabolism, and even your ability to have kids. So when these disruptors sneak in, they can throw things way off.
And two of the biggest troublemakers? Phthalates. Yeah,
Yeah.
weird name. And dioxins. Trust me, they're hiding in places you'd never expect.
Alright, let's start with phthalates. Say it with me. Phthalates. And yeah, these guys are used to soften plastic. You'll find them in food containers, toys, shower curtains, and even in stuff like shampoo and deodorant. The kicker? They don't just stay in those things, they sneak out. Like you open a warm ticket container, and bam, they're hitching a ride into your body. Gross, right? And they've been linked to some not so fun things like hormonal imbalances, lower fertility, developmental problems in kids, even issues like asthma and obesity. All from things we touch or use every day.
Now on the dioxins. These are like the uninvited guests that show up from burning stuff. Like if magpaaso mo, like if magburn mo mga basura or even fuel. They're not made on purpose, but they happen. They hang out in the environment and unfortunately, they love fat. So they end up in meat, dairy, and fish. Once they're in your body, they're in it for the long haul. Like years. And the effects, it's very serious, like cancer risk, hormone disruption, and even immune problems. And if you're pregnant, the dioxins may also affect how the baby's body and brain will develop. So yeah, not great. These chemicals build up slowly, like that one drawer you keep tossing random stuff into until it won't close anymore.
That's so real because our hormonal system actually is very, very sensitive. So a tiny amount of these substances, being exposed to these substances, even in the tiniest amount, can lead to a bigger impact in our system, especially for kids and babies. As I have mentioned before, and as Leon said before, that these kids can experience developmental problems growing up, especially that their hormonal system or their immune system is very, very susceptible to these substances, right?
Yeah.
And these substances are also very prominent in our daily lives. For example, the shampoos, the toothpaste, the food containers, and even the utensils in our kitchen. It is everywhere. So it is very, it is given that we should pay more attention to these substances and to what we eat and what we touch every day.
It's crazy how we use that every day, and we didn't even know that we're really exposed to that. Who knows when this effects will kick in, you know?
Yes.
That's so right.
We're still unaware.
Yeah.
So first up, plastic containers. They look harmless, but if they're not BPA-free or phthalate-free, they could be releasing stuff into your food, especially when heated. And these? A lot of perfumes and body sprays use fragrance as a catch-all. That usually means hidden phthalates. So, you better check your label. Unscented and phthalate-free is the way to go. And over here, food takeout. These boxes can sometimes leach phthalates, especially when the food's hot. Transfer it to a plate when you can, or bring your own food container. And that's your quick EDC guide from me. Back to you guys!
Okay, let's not leave everyone feeling doomed. There are ways to lower your risk without living in a bubble.
So I think for starters, you should always check your labels.
Fragrance often means phthalates, so you might want to look for products that are labeled phthalate-free or unscented.
And ditch plastic, especially in the kitchen. Because what do we associate kitchen with? Food. And when we, for example, we heat these foods in a plastic container, then we are more exposed to these substances, right?
Reheating food? Use glass or ceramic containers instead of plastic ones.
And with Dyson, it's mostly about food choices, so just trim off fat from meat and go for leaner or plant-based meals. And then it also helps environment, you know, so it's a win-win.
So I have a question, okay? So why do you have to opt to eating plant-based meals and trimming off fats from this meat?
So I think plant-based diet provide siya more on less contamination, although it does not mean that there is no contamination since ang products with karon nga especially pesticides though not our concern pero contain gapon siya contaminants if mo transport siya through the agriculture syempre nagapoy mo retain ito sa plants, although less contamination, pero let us also be aware nga maka-less ra siya, dili siya maka zero contamination. Like malasan lang ato.
So, okay, as what Ian have said, we should opt to eating plant-based foods and trimming off the fats from the meat.
Also, the more we talk about this, the more we push for safety products and mga safety precautions, because you know what they say, knowledge is power, di ba?
Yes, that's right. And we're not telling you to panic. We're telling you to be smart and to be aware of what you eat and what you touch every day, and also to spread the word, okay?
Yeah, and maybe next time when you buy takeout or shampoo bottles, you're gonna think twice about what's in there.
Yeah, and that's it for Safe Until Proven Dangerous. This is Rio saying stay safe, stay knowledgeable, and see you next time. Bye-bye!
Ilang mission?